What's up, y'all? It's Pizumaki again. I feel like I just recorded, maybe because I just did. I just made my Halo 1 review, and I'm making my Halo 2 review. Alright, man, let's get right into it. Hopefully, less distractions than that first one. I think I made like a 15-minute video for a whole bunch of sidetracking, just like a Halo game. Not that bad. Mostly backtracking, not sidetracking, I say. Anyway, who just left? Oh, never mind. Man, so Halo 2 is amazing. Let's just off the rip, bro. I can't think of many complaints, right? I complain about Halo 1 having these endless corridors, repetition. Halo 2, it had its moments of repetition, but nothing I could complain about. I can't deduct a number from it. And then as far as the map goes, again, there's some sections where it could have gone that route of repetitive or just more like that maze feeling. Like, bro, I hate going in a maze. I got this game so I could play a shooter, not so I could figure out fucking puzzles, so I could do all this bullshit. No, I don't like puzzles in God of War. I hate that. One of the top 3 game series, I'd say, if not number 1. God of War, all those fucking puzzles. Like I hate shit like that, dude. Pokemon, right? I love talking shit about Pokemon. I'm a professional Pokemon shit talker, bro. I hate the puzzles in Pokemon more than anything, dude. I will take a crappy repetitive Pokemon game like they drop any year. If they say we took away HMs, we took away having to backtrack and talk to the professor so you could get this candy and give it to the market. Oh, I hate all that shit, dude. Let me just go battle. If it makes the game more boring for some people, so be it. Because it's going to be more enjoyable for me without the puzzles. I want to let my brain melt into the game, and if my brain is melting, it is not doing puzzles. Anyway, sorry for that sidetrack. Back to the game. It had a handful of not really. Halo 2 didn't have many moments where it made me think too much, so I like that. He's keeping it real, bro. I feel like Halo 2 was meat and potatoes. They put the sauce on it, they gave you the dessert, and they gave you a little rub under the table just for good luck. I mean? I busted a nut before I even ate or while eating. You know what I mean? Shout out to my OG friends that know I used to be a nut buster while eating back in the day. Ooh, the middle school days was something else, man. Anyway, back to the subject. Here I go locking out my phone again. So Halo 2, man, again, there's nothing but improvement in every aspect that I see. Graphically, this is where I get confused, dude. I want to play 1 and 2 again. Not the whole game. Yeah, not the whole game. Maybe 2 I'll play again. That really was like, so far that's peak Halo for me, bro. I'm on like mission 3 in Halo. I don't know if I finished it, but I'm def on it at least. Mission 3 out of 9, I think, so third into Halo 3. So far it's okay. Feels very heavy tutorially. Just a little dragged out at the beginning, but I do hear Halo 3 is possibly the best story, right? Am I right on that? I'm thinking, how's it gonna be 2? Now, don't get me wrong though. This is actually my one complaint against Halo 2. 1 had a story that surprised me, right? Like, I remember starting the game, your Master Chief on the fucking, I wanted to say the boat, the airboat, the outer space boat, the airship, whatever, So, I don't know, I'm thinking this story's starting slow. They introduced Cortana, your AI. Just everything about Combat Evolved started very slow, story-wise. The first couple missions, where by the end of the game I'm like, all right, they got me back story wise, you know what I mean? They did their thing, they introduced the Halo ring, all this bullshit, the Covenant. Halo 2 feels like oh my god, I'm gonna get some heat for this. Do I say it? Do I risk canceling myself? Fuck it. Halo 2 felt like a little bit of a Covenant slice of life. All right, please don't cancel me. Listen, don't cancel me. What I'm trying to say by that is, you're learning about the Arbiter. By the way, when I was playing as the Arbiter, I was talking to myself like I always do when I play games, saying nothing but Arbiter, you must suffer an Arbiter death. And I wasn't even realizing I was the Arbiter. I just heard the name and I'm like, that sounds fucking dope. Arbiter. I just love role playing when I play games, bro. No one can take that from me. Like, shit. But there's that, man. Just in general, bro, it felt like a intro to the Arbiter and the Covenant on a more personal note. So it was nice, man. It was nice for sure. Sorry, y'all. Got a little distraction there. But yeah, man, it's nice to be introduced to the Arbiter, the Covenant's story a little more. All these things they introduced, kind of more details on the Flood. I was so sad, man. I didn't get to play the one mission Grave Mine. I think that was like 17 out of 20 or something. Especially at the end of the game, missing one of those missions really sucked. Just my game was corrupted. I didn't have internet, and I wasn't trying to re-download the whole game off hotspot with just one mission I couldn't play. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll watch the video on the mission. I'll skip it. It can't be that bad for my Halo series run through. I'll go back and play that. It seems like a very important mission. Even the video didn't seem like it did it justice. I watched the gameplay video, so I seen the gameplay and the video. And that's the one with the grave mine, the fucking controller for the Flood. So definitely wish I got to play that one. I'm gonna definitely try to visit that when I get my Wi-Fi and reinstall the game. But yeah, the story is not bad. Just I'm not gonna lie to you, it felt like a nothing burger story wise as I played it. Like I'm not gonna lie, I had to do a story recap on Halo 2, and I played that shit in near 3 or 4 settings max compared to Halo Combat Evolved, where it was definitely like near 20 settings. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, man, I remember just watching a recap on Halo 2, and I was like, oh, like definitely some stuff I kind of missed. Do not get the feeling I'm rushing, please. And if you do, what could I do about it? But nah, Halo 2 story was alright. I wouldn't say as good as I don't know. I don't know where I put Halo 2 story compared to 1. Definitely better than 3 so far. Halo 3 is moving a little slow so far, but we'll see once I beat the game and drop a review, hopefully. Hey, should I attack these guys? Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna do something reckless you don't usually do. Yup, spam that. Come on, don't die. Oh, shit, forgot this guy. Oh, no. That didn't go as planned. Anyway, I'm on some bullshit in this game. Nah, man, but Halo 2 is dope. And like I said, graphically, bro, there were points where legit, I'm like, this has to be upscaled. And I'm talking about the original version, not the anniversary. I'm like, this can't be fully original, bro. Like, for an original Xbox game, that shit looks so good. Again, the cutscenes, I don't know what's going on. If those cutscenes are original, it does not feel like original. If the cutscenes I seen while playing Halo 2 were actually original cutscenes from the original game, Halo 2 gotta be definitely one of the best games of its time, man, because them shits are beautiful. All them scenes in Halo 2, hella cinematic, dude. I can't even imagine that shit on the Xbox. That has to be my PC putting in work. My little 2070 still putting in that power. Definitely, I think it was Halo 2 where when I put it in Anniversary, it would definitely push the power on my PC, man. Definitely. I definitely had to play with those specs. For sure. Otherwise, everything else has been good. The original versions, 3 is running smoothly. 1 Anniversary and original, of course, but 2 Anniversary will definitely push your PC specs, I think. But regardless, dude, 2 Anniversary looks beautiful. Like I said, I played through the original graphics on Halo 2 because it was so good enough that I didn't feel the need to even upscale it. You know what I mean? Like Halo 1 looked way different when they did the Anniversary, but 2 felt like it wasn't too far off. It was smooth. Definitely love those graphics on 2, man. Be it cutscenes, story, you name it. Everything about 2 is just so good. And again, I think I mentioned this in my Halo 1 review. I was smiling during some sections where I'm just gunning. Even if I was losing over and over, I'd be smiling, bro. These enemies are fun. When you're shooting at these brutes and they go, no. Me and my son love that sound effect, man. Just a lot of good shit in Halo 2, bro. They take the hijacking shit from San Andreas. That's fun, like I said. Master Chief might be one of my favorite dual wielders, bro. The dual wielding shit is usually overplayed, I think. In Halo 2, that shit is fun. Actually, quick side note, in Halo 1, I suffered from not knowing what weapon to use, right? Because even when I watched a video on it, not specifically to that, but dude kind of mentioned, like, yeah, get rid of your assault rifle as soon as you start, it's garbage. I was still using my assault rifle after hearing that tip. I liked it. My issue was I was conserving the ammo because there wasn't as much assault rifle ammo unless you found other dead Marine allies. So I was more relying on bad guy weapons for my secondary switch. And when I'm fully out of ammo, pinched in a bind, I use that assault rifle. So that's why I played one. Two felt freeing, bro. I don't know if I could go back and play one like this. Maybe now that I have that experience, I can. But two, dude, I was just dropping guns, picking up guns. Didn't matter if it was pistol, spike gun, rockets. Dude, I used it all. I barely used the rockets in one. Two, I used it a good amount of times, dude. I did not care. I had a feeling while I played two where it's like the bullets, not that they're not going to end, but they're going to be around. There were a handful of times. I'm going to say in Halo 1 and 2 at least 2 or 3 sections each in those games where I had no bullets starting a section and I had to figure that out. You know what I mean? If I was lucky, I had a grenade, and like I know one of these sections was funny. To the left and right, huge enemy sections when I went in that room. And I remember just trying different approaches, trying the left side, the right side, trying to find a middle ground, and all these different attempts to get some bullets at the start of my checkpoint, and then bang out that big mission segment, one of the bigger shooting sections. I think that was Halo 2, if I'm not wrong, and just no bullets while I'm starting that. GG Pizumaki. Great choices were made. So you're definitely gonna give Halo extra credit for just that fun gameplay, bro. Just drop your gun, pick up another, dual wield. Oh man, the action was there. That Halo sword too, bro. Like I remember playing one, seeing one of the enemies with the Halo sword, and I thought it was so lame. I couldn't play as that, or with that, right? So when I played two, and I seen that I could use that sword as the Arbiter, I'm like, this is dope. But really, I could only use it as an Arbiter. I can't use it as Master Chief. But no, you can, man. When I was playing Master Chief, I had my good time with that sword, bro. Definitely had a good time. Arbiter's better with it because he could go invisible. You could definitely get some cool combat, you know what I mean? In a bind, go invisible, stab someone up, and run away. Shit like that, man. I definitely had a lot of fun in Halo 2. What a fucking game, bro. I want to give it a 10 out of 10. What would stop that? The only thing preventing Halo from a 10 out of 10, and I don't know, it might still get it. Another thing I did was, before I played it, right? Like I said, I like looking up reviews before I play games, or once I even start it for some reason. I don't know why I do that. Before it makes sense, but after you start a game, it's like, why look at a review? But I do. But just in general, Halo 2 had a lot of, if you look up anything on Halo 2, right? As far as the game, story, etc., you'll notice there's a lot of what's it called? There's a lot of talk about the development cycle being rough, right? And that they had to cut a lot of the game out, etc. I kind of felt that, you know what I mean? It definitely felt apparent in the game a little bit, or like we were shorted. The game in general was short to me, but I think that's because, again, we had waypoints properly, we had the map guiding you, just little quality of life improvements, which I think made the game shorter. Not worse, just shorter. But I think in a good way, just cut that fluff. Which maybe is what let me be so engaged in the gun scenes and all that. Yeah, man, but definitely Halo 2 is great. If you haven't played it, Halo 1 is worth it, but if you have trouble with Combat Evolved, consider just, watching the rest of the story online and playing 2. But I really think you are missing out with Halo Combat Evolved if you want to skip that. But just in general, too, Halo 2 is a great game. I loved it. Playing Halo 3 now. I'm going to drop that review soon. Trying to see if any final thoughts on Halo 2. Man, just in general, that game has such an aura to it. That's all I can say. It has an aura, man. It doesn't feel real. Again, especially for the Xbox, I gotta try it with my own eyes to make sure it wasn't just a Master Chief Collection. Like I'm really hoping that Master Chief Collection left the original games untouched for those options, you know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure when I switched in Halo 1 and 2, like literally I hit the tab button on my PC and immediately it would switch from old to new. I'm like, oh shit. Maybe it would run smoother if it was a menu option, the start menu. I don't know. But it was smooth enough, man. But I would switch, I'd hit tab, go from original to enhanced or whatever they call it. That's what they call it, enhanced anniversary. The game is called that. But yeah, be it enhanced or original, I would notice the music changed too. Definitely some of the newer music is cooler. But the old music aged well too, man. Some of the creepier, like flood type songs definitely aged well. The game in general just aged well, dude. I really like Halo 2. So again, I started Halo 3. I got a little burnt out, but I think it's because missions 1 through 3 are a little tutorial-y. But I just know I have like 6 missions after that, and I'm hoping they're a lot more, actual Halo, not just holding your hand. I think Halo 1 really just held your hand like when they introduced you to a sniper, sleeping runts just to show you could stealth kill a handful of times, but they kept it very short with the hand holding. Oh, 2, not as much hand holding, but again, I just feel so smooth you didn't need it. And 3 so far, definitely holding my hand. I'm not a big fan of that. A little bit easier missions, I feel, at the beginning, or maybe I'm just improving, who knows. But again, I don't want to get too into Halo 3. This is a Halo 2 review, and I'm already talking about Halo 1 a lot. Y'all gotta hate my game reviews so far, man. I'm gonna get it down packed, alright? This is like my first or second game review, including the Halo 1 review. But anyway, you guys enjoy this, man. Hope you like my opinions on this video. Let you know when I beat Halo 3, and y'all have a nice day, fam. Peace out.